I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the 49ers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 58 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Blair. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Blair out to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Throwing on first down. Blair. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To throw on 2nd down. Blair
Locates Hardman for another catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 57 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Jones now on third down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Blair.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now an option play on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Out of the gun now on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's once again complete to Chark. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Blair. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0.
Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
To throw on third down, Blair. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again, Blair. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Blair. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going up the middle, Foster. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Blair. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Blair. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos, and it'll record his 5th sack of the season.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Jones on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw again on second down. Jones, throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he has been the featured receiver on this drive. They've looked his way a number of times. Why not get it to him on 3rd down? And they do. And they're able to keep this drive moving.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 29, Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We begin at Lumen Field. A couple of former division mates doing battle. Las Vegas taking on Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st down, Blair. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd and 2, Blair. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go with the option, coming right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the gun on third down, Blair finding Hardman here over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw on third down, Blair. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Jones. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throwing to start the drive. Blair. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Looking to throw on second down. Blair. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Throwing, Jones. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down. Blair, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jones throwing on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Jones pass complete to DJ Shark. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to
because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a handoff up the middle. Vickers.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Coverage defensively by Charlie.
On the option left, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the option going left on second down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the Chiefs now down 27-24, a minute 15 remaining. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's back to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one is caught. It's Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Blair, and that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Frosting with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody way. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but he leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they get me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A brownie cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. And baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend. You know the lie. You know the gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. My